here we go. Are you ready? Highly committed buyers. That's what we're talking about today. So I hope you realize that your best year, your best month, your six-figure months, your six-figure year, it happens when you are able to focus and use simple focus strategies that you can implement right away. And these strategies that I've been sharing with you, they work in any economy. They work at any time. So it's not like a tactic that's just around for today and it could be gone tomorrow. And today we are leveling up your sales. You guys know sales is my jam. This is my favorite part. So today I'm going to break down how to turn even the most skeptical prospects into highly committed buyers with empowered selling. People try to avoid selling. Sales is a powerful tool if you know how to use it. So today you are going to learn the non-negotiable money mindset that helps you to create larger and larger sums of cash. And I'm talking massive amounts of money fast. You're also going to learn what to do before you even start selling that sets you up to win and sets your clients up to buy. I'm also going to share with you how to stop trying to sell by convincing people that you're the best, that they should buy your program or that your program is the best, and to use a simple system that will help you to become a highly paid power player that commands highly committed buyers. So honor it. This is what sales really is. It is simply a powerful conversation. It is helping others to see what's really holding them back and then showing them what's possible, showing them their potential, creating a bridge from where they are to where they desire to be. It is reflecting the level of the game that they're currently playing back to them so that they can choose, so that they get to choose a new reality, so that they get an opportunity to choose their bigger dreams, their desired result. And here's the deal. Instead of buying into people's fears, limiting beliefs and other BS that comes up during the sales call, what you want to do is be present with them. You want to call them to a higher place. You want to call them out and call them into their greatness, not in a mean way, but you want to stand for them. And here's what I want you to think about. Like, how often do you buy into other people's doubts, fears, insecurities on the sales call? It's not discounting it. That's not what I mean. But I mean, being able to look at it from an objective point of view. Here's a truth bomb. That's difficult to do if you yourself are buying into your own fears, limiting beliefs, and playing small in your own life and in your own business. You got to play a much bigger game, boo. And it's all right. If you can't say amen, just say ouch. Listen, I'm not saying that to you for you to beat yourself up. It is totally normal. I didn't just wake up knowing this stuff. I learned it the hard way. I learned from experience. I practice, repetition, over and over and over again. And I also invested in mentorship along the way because I never had all the answers, right? Even being in sales for 20 plus years, I've been in sales since I was 19 years old. And doing thousands and thousands of sales conversations, I still continue to learn from mentors that can show me the gaps that I have so I can continue to empower even more people. You never stop learning and you never stop growing. Now, here's the deal. Now that you are aware, I've brought this to your awareness. If you continue to fail to take a stand for prospects, actually, I'm going to say this a different way. This is really important to me. So here's the deal. If you continue to fail to take a stand for your prospects as they lean into the edges of their comfort zone while they're on these sales conversations with you, as they confront their doubts, their fears, their limiting beliefs, and their point of decision, that's irresponsible. Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. And here's your opportunity. You now know better. There's a difference between wanting to help people and really helping them. And that difference takes courage. And most of that courage is needed inside of the sales conversation. And most people don't have it. I always say, you have to be willing to be even more uncomfortable than they are. Willing to upgrade your ability to hold space for people in the fire of transformation. What I'm talking about is it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you. You can't stand in the middle of your stories, your fears, and your excuses, accepting them as truth and expecting your prospects not to mirror back the same thing to you. So let's talk. Let's talk. Because today, I'm calling you to a higher place of leadership. And that leadership starts within yourself. So the first thing I want to give you today is 2 fears that will keep you playing small. 2 fears that will keep you well below the promises of God for your life. And so I want to talk about fear, lies, and the reason why that only 3% of businesses ever pass the $1 million in revenue mark. Did you guys know that 25% of all businesses in the United States, this is a United States statistics, and I know we have people from like Israel and the UK, and so I want to be clear about that. Only 25% of those businesses ever started in the United States ever make more than $25,000 a year. Let's talk about why. The first reason why is you have been taught to fear, feel guilty, and be ashamed of money. In the Western world, we have been instilled with the idea that poverty is noble, that to truly be in integrity in our work means doing it for free. Listen, money doesn't make you an inherently good person. Neither does it make you an inherently bad person. Money doesn't make you anything. You do that all on your own. Reason number 2, we have been taught to fear ourselves. We have been taught to fear our power. This is really what it is at the heart of it all. We've been taught to hide our greatness. We've been taught to not outshine others. We've been taught that success is bragging and not being humbled. Humble, not humbled. And these embedded commands come up all the time. Even for those of us who are already successful or who have already experienced a level of success that others can only aspire to, dream about, hope for. And that's most of you. Published authors, you've been on television, more awards than you can name, degrees out the wazoo, leaders of leaders. Yet those embedded commands keep you playing small, undercharging, hesitant to ask for business, hesitant to ask for support, lacking power in sales situations, and so much more. This is why I believe courage containers, that's what we create, are so powerful and necessary. Community is so powerful and so necessary. Here's something that I want you to take away from today. If you want to change the results you're currently getting and start to create different results, you must pay more attention or greater attention to what your conscience is whispering to you than what other people shout or say out loud. Own your authority from the inside out, fully embody it, and watch the magic that happens. It's one thing to own and embody it, but then how do you get others to recognize it? And that's where sales come in. So let's talk about selling. This isn't about what to do to get sales. If you haven't learned anything about me by now, the way that I teach isn't about do this, do that. It's about who we be. So we're going to dive into this right now. Let's talk sales. Becoming successful at sales doesn't come from memorizing or following a script, because the truth is any script will work. They mostly follow the same structure, and that's Googleable. You can ask the Googles, get a script, use it, it'll work. Okay? That's not why you have people showing up saying they can't afford it, they have to think about it, send them something so they can look at it. That's not why that's happening. So how do you shift this if this is a constant occurrence for you? This is what stops most brilliant, badass business owners from selling more. And when I say sell more, I mean more often to more people for way more money. First thing, you haven't cultivated a deep knowing, like deep in your core, in your knower, that your work changes lives. When you truly know, like from a foundational, on a deep level, that your work changes lives, and you've done the inner work to solidify that belief, you sell easily, intuitively to the right people who are the perfect fit for your service or your program, because you know that you're changing a life. Like I said before, becoming amazing and incredible at selling starts from within. Sales is an inside game, boo. It absolutely is. Number 2, you're not comfortable with selling, and you're not comfortable being sold to. You need both. If you get triggered by people selling to you or promoting themselves often, don't be surprised when it feels hard for you to sell. So you got to get comfortable with selling. You know, I was going to say I love. I don't love. I'm not going to lie. I hate. I abhor hearing people saying they don't sell, or I don't sell, I enroll. It's the biggest form of denial I've ever seen. If you were to stand in the middle of the I-10 freeway, highway, whatever you call it, where you are, and a Mac 10 truck was coming at you, you can stand there and go, it's not a truck, it's not a truck, it's not a truck. But then, bam, that truck's going to smash you because it's still a truck. You are selling no matter what you call it, and you must become comfortable with it. Sales has been around since the beginning of time. And it's a noble thing to do, an honorable thing to do, and a powerful thing to do. Third thing, you yourself aren't the best buyer. I'm going to let that sink in. Check your own buying habits. Do you show up on sales calls wasting people's time? Do you show up being caught up in your own fears? Using the send me the information excuse just to get off the phone? Do you book calls with people knowing you're not ready to invest? You want to be the best kind of buyer. I often hear on my sales conversations, Shameca, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's work together. I'm in. I've had people stop me at the beginning of my calls and say, you don't really have to do anything else. I'm here to purchase. And that usually happens before I even make my offer, or even sometimes before the conversation even begins, and they haven't even heard the price yet. Now, I still take them through my process because you need to do that to vet people. My easiest sales calls aren't because they don't have objections, although that's cool too, but it's because my prospective clients are literally a perfect mirror match for me. They are mirrors of me. I know my ideal clients like the back of my hand. Their most dominant frame of mind is ready to do whatever the heck it takes. I loved watching Jan yesterday figure out, because Facebook Live wasn't working, she's like, I'm gonna record a Loom video. That's what I love. Even the questions to get inside of this group. When I said, watch the videos every day, you should have seen the number of excuses that people put. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 3 hours time difference. I'm not going to be able to commit to that. But then there were other people that were like, okay, so I'm in a different time zone. I can watch the replays, but I won't waste this opportunity. Those people got in. The excuse makers did not. My ideal clients do whatever the heck it takes. They're all in or nothing. They have an all-in disposition. They are highly respectful of my time and unwilling to waste anyone else's time if they aren't ready. If they're not already a full body yes, like they know that they're ready, they wouldn't waste your time. They trust their guts, their instincts. They trust themselves. They know that they're destined for success. They know that more is on the horizon, and they know that they need guidance. They also take full responsibility for all of their current results and future results without being a victim. They don't blame other people or outside circumstances for the results they're currently experiencing. They are powerful. They are giants. They are the leaders of leaders. And yet they are also funny, lighthearted, fired up, and excited. Be a reflection of the buyer you want. I have to be all the things I want my ideal clients to be and take action in alignment with that. If I don't take decisive action when I'm being sold to, how could I possibly expect that of others? I act or take action from this place of trusting myself and acting as the leader of my own life. I lead myself first before I lead others. And I strive to embody all that I want to attract in my clients because I know that's who will show up in my life as a result. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? You don't attract what you want. You don't attract what you desire. You don't attract what you wrote in your journal. You attract who you are. Sales is a beautiful mirror for where you need to level up in any area of your life. It's a beautiful mirror. I'm going to tell you a story about one of my mentors. He's been my mentor for well over a decade. Been with me on this journey for quite some time. And I used to do sales for him. I did sales, worked in his company for about 2 years. And he had a program that was like $10,000, and I think it was like $6,000 pay in full or something like that. And so I started doing sales calls for him, and I was closing sales like boom, like everybody that I was getting on the call was closing. However, they were all on payment plans. Now, this is why this was a red flag for him. He had been doing his own sales calls up to that point, and majority of people were paying in full. So he noticed this and he said, hey, let's jump on a call. So I jumped on a call and he goes, I noticed that you have a lot of payment plans coming through. And I'm like, yeah, cool. We got sales. And he's like, let me ask you a question. And he said, if you were to buy this program, would you need a payment plan? And I said, yes. And it hit me. Boom. I was like, oh, shoot. I'm automatically going to the default of what's going on in my own life. I wasn't even giving people the opportunity to pay in full. And the cool thing that happened is after that phone conversation, I had 3 more sales calls that day or the next day, and all 3 paid in full. Here's the moral of the story. You can't overcome any objections that you have yourself or that you believe is valid. I don't even believe in overcoming objections. I believe in partnering, but I want to use language that you understand. You'll never be able to overcome any objection that you yourself have or that you believe is valid. The 4th reason, you're not sold on you, boo. You must sell yourself first. People buy certainty and confidence. If you don't believe, nobody will. You got to ditch the shame and the fear around selling and own the heck out of what you do. Transform your clients' lives and make bank while doing it. And until you get this right, no amount of strategy will help you sell more. Doesn't matter who you go learn from, you will still do the same thing over and over and over again. The next thing, once you get your mindset and your inside game on point, everything else starts from this basic understanding. Are y'all listening? Let me see. You listening? Everything else starts from this basic understanding. Everyone is not your client, love. So, how do you make it easy for the right clients to see your offer as a priority for them so you can charge premium pricing with integrity? Every point during your sales process, from marketing to the sales conversation, you must be filtering and screening your clients from hello to buy, B-U-Y. Right? So I'm actually adding a bonus masterclass to teach you a simple process so that you can book more quality sales calls and so that you can add 100K plus to your business this year without wasting time talking to unqualified time wasters. So what's hitting you right now? Type it in the comments. What are your ahas and revelations that you're having? What's hitting you? Today, I'm going to give you a simple lead gen strategy as your cash creation challenge. But before I do, I want to practice what I preach. And I want to give you the bridge from where you are to where you desire to be. I believe simple and consistent is how you create big results. Success isn't about adding a ton of tasks to your plate. I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of the fact that my clients and students all work less after working with me, not more. I'm here to teach you how to get repeatable results. Like you can count on yourself to create revenue in your business anytime you freaking desire. And to do that, you need a sales system that allows you to create clients and money month after month. So I'm giving you this invitation to sales school. And then I'm going to issue your challenge for today. So Supernova Sales School is the long name of it. It's a year-long courage container. It's an online training community for service-based entrepreneurs that will help you create high-quality leads, help you invite them into sales conversations, empower them to say yes to themselves and your services. What I want you to understand is that this program absolutely will forever shift the way you think and feel about sales and selling. It bridges the gap standing between you and your goals, and it will cultivate that non-negotiable certainty and confidence that you need to create and increase your capacity to receive massive amounts of money faster than you were ever able to do before. I designed this program to set you up for success, period. Listen, what I've learned over the years of doing this is that sales is an inside game. And the root cause of lack of sales and inconsistent cash flow is three simple things. It's most people's mindset, right? It's either your mindset's off, what you believe about sales, courage, your limiting beliefs, fear, and doubt. You're taking the wrong actions in the wrong order, wrong phase. We talked about that on day one. You're all over the place, taking too many actions. And then the last thing is you lack high-level sales skills. Right? You lack the skills necessary to hit your next six figures and begin to collapse time and do it faster and faster and faster. And in order to do that, we must consistently up-level those three areas. It's how my clients easily turn their annual income into their monthly income. So what I try to use is my sales acceleration method. And this is what it looks like. You cultivate a power player state of mind. You get a solid mindset around sales, belief in your ability to do it, and the courage to charge way more for the work you do. Then we focus on we use focused, consistent actions to create qualified leads. You've experienced it while we've been doing this challenge. And then you just utilize simple sales strategies that actually work, not that keep you busy creating things. And by continuing to implement those three things, what you'll do is find yourself continuing to get more and more clients and hitting your bigger and bigger sales goals every single time. So that's how it's broken down. It's a year-long container. This is what it looks like. Okay, because some of you guys are probably asking, like, what's inside of it? So I'm going to tell you right now. You get a monthly training from me that's strategically picked to help support you in improving your lead generation skills and your sales. It's all about getting sales. It's not about learning something. It's about, okay, do this in your business this month and you will make money. You get the cash creation challenges. So each month, each training has a money-making action tied to it to motivate action, right? To get results quickly. So you have less thinking, more doing, and more results. I love it. I can't remember who it was, but I was watching a video this morning. She was like, I'm not going to think. I'm just going to let Shameca think for me. I'm like, well, you might want to think for yourself. She's like, no, what I mean is I overthink. And so that's what sales school does. It allows you to stop overthinking and procrastinating and just kind of jump right in by following the challenge of the month. You also get access to monthly Q&A sessions, and this is where you get to customize your strategy. Now, most people in a program like this, it's just go learn, go do, go learn, go do, and you're kind of on your own. I wanted to set this thing up for you to win. So every month you get a Q&A session with me where you can come in and go, okay, here's what's going on with me. What do I need to do to customize this for myself? We also do pop-up sales skills labs. You have a monthly accountability call. There's so much stuff inside of here that is meant to help support you in making sure that you hit your goals, and an online community just like the one that you're in right now, where you get to celebrate your success and get encouragement and daily support on your journey. Okay, so I'm going to give you the total investment, even though some of you guys have probably already been over there already. But before I give you the investment, here's my guarantee to you. I want to give you my better than badass guarantee. Okay. My better than badass guarantee is this. If you take sales school for an entire year and you do not make your investment back within that year, I will refund you your investment in sales school. So if you show up for the master classes that we do every month, take the challenges each month, show up for your coaching and your accountability, and you are not able to make your investment in this program back, my better than badass guarantee says you get a full refund. It's that simple. Here's what I want you guys to do. Take courageous action and go make that money. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching my show, my channel. Here's what I want you to do. If you really love what you've been listening to, I want you to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. No, really, leave a comment. Like right now. I'm not gonna stop talking until you leave a comment. Seriously, leave a comment.